I so understand having trouble talking about trauma. It brings up so much. It's so incredibly painful. And then it is whether people can hear and hear with compassion and empathy, or whether they will victim blame, or whether they will not believe at all. And then for cult torture survivors, there are so many different layers to that that make it so incredibly painful and hard, and to be able to talk about it to other people. And one of those mind control messages that is something that is paired with torture is that the cult tells us that if we talk about it, talk about the trauma, the torture, everything that happens, we will be killed or other people will be killed. So they do like elaborate abuse scenarios where they have us be tortured or raped, and then have the other mother or the other father, which is someone in cult who is showing supposed compassion and empathy or caring or concern for the child that the child is supposed to bond to. So they go and they say, "Oh, you poor dear, like tell me what happened." And but we already know that we're not supposed to, but we tell because of course who doesn't want to get saved? And then they kill someone. And then they reinforce that because we talked, someone else died or we will die. Or they do the same thing, but then bring us to the point of where we think we died or where they actually stopped our heart or stopped our breathing and then brought us back, reinforcing over and over and over that if we talk, someone else that we love will die or we will die. And they also tell us things like if we talk, we are like poisoning other people or hurting other people on a deep, deep soul level. And so, of course, we want to protect other people. We know what it feels like to be traumatized that way. But all those things were lies. Like people can handle hearing trauma. If they can't handle it, it's their own triggers, and then they need to work on it or they need to set limits. But it's so important to be able to talk about trauma and to talk about it in a real way so that we can do the healing we need to do, but also, and so that we're not alone in it, and we know we're not alone, but so that other survivors too know that they're not alone in their pain, and they know that everything that the cult told them is a lie, that we're not mentally unbalanced. The cult uses the word crazy. We're not hallucinating. We're not making it up, that people will actually believe us, that we can get safe. Like we need to know all those things. And survivors, other survivors need to know too, which is a huge part of why I talk about what I talk about, to help other survivors, to help the therapists who work with us and other professionals who work with us, to help the people who love us and care about us understand more, and also to help people who don't know anything about cult torture to understand a bit more and have a bit more compassion about what it's like, and maybe that will help other survivors get safe sooner. To me, it's so important to break silence, but it has to be when you're comfortable, when you feel safe enough, when you, if you actually have safe people in your life that you can do that with, and you've done enough work that you know that you are safe in talking about what you need to talk about. So it can be really hard. I think the more survivors can be open about this, the more other survivors and other survivors and other survivors find out they're not alone, and that they're not crazy, and that they can get safe and they can remember, and it'll be okay. They can get through. And that's so important to me. That always drives me. Even when I was a teen and I was first starting to remember, I would write articles in survivor newsletters or um, post my art under a different name, but last name anyway. But it it helped me in breaking silence, even though I got more tortured for it because I was still being tortured and abused. But it also helped other survivors to go, yeah, that happened to me too. It's not crazy. I didn't hallucinate like the cult said. And I think that's so important. And that helps me keep going.